I find it hilarious that John Venus is a garbage man now. Went from making $20,000 a month to being a garbage man. Wonder what other ex-vegans like Raw Alignment are doing for money now.
It's just, they're stupid. There's no rationalizing like what they could have been thinking. The reality is they weren't thinking anything. They're just stupid. And yeah, John Venus is one of those stupid people. They're just incapable of any sort of rational thought. So they just do stupid shit. But yeah, the guy just fucked his life over. How our lives have changed going from rich to poor. I think he should have said how our lives have changed going from smart to stupid.
I guess personal video. We're gonna confess our crimes. We're gonna share a little bit of our drastic shit.
How old is he now? Does anybody know John Venus's age? Because he looks like he aged a lot lately. Oh, I think he's the exact same age as me. It says in this thing on the Daily Mail, John Venus 26. This is from 2017, August. So I think he's the same age as me. Yeah, he's aging faster. Same with his wife. It's funny how as soon as they quit veganism, they seem to have, like, started to age rapidly.
I guess personal video. We're gonna confess our crimes. We're gonna share a little bit of our drastic shift in lifestyle. That is not that drastic, but for a lot of people from the outside looking in, it seems very drastic, and for people that we know as well, who have seen our lifestyle change from being, YouTube influencers, doing events, making a bunch of money online, doing all these crazy things, to now settling down in Catherine's little village that she grew up in, having a bunch of kids who are very loud and amazing, and living on below average income, which is a big difference from where we were before, making a lot of money compared to now. And Catherine might be very, very sad about that situation. Sometimes she does wish that her husband made a little bit more, but it'll come, Catherine. It'll come at some point. Just need to win the lotto first. But yeah, so our life is very different from before, right? We travel way less. That's one thing, right?
That's one massive thing.
yeah, and that is something that we used to do a lot. And I think that's also a lot to do with the fact that we have.
Hey, I've got a great idea. You know how we just had 2 children? How about we destroy our business and our main source of income? What a great idea, honey! You could get a job as a garbage man. They should be part of a eugenics program. They're both fucking retarded, and they should have never been allowed to have kids.
3 children now, right?
Yeah, but I think it's mainly due to money, right?
Okay, it's the income as well.
Because
it is
you
expensive.
can travel with kids, no problem.
Yeah.
But it is expensive.
Yeah, it's way more expensive.
Like traveling has gotten a lot more expensive the last few years as well.
Yeah.
Like flights.
Dude, his wife Karen looks like she's...
As well?
Like she's turned into a fucking grandma. I'm not even like saying that to be mean just because I hate them. Like, I mean, she genuinely looks like she's elderly. Like she's aged like 20 fucking years in the last like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
like flights and tickets and everything.
And all our kids are over 2 years old, which means everyone has to book their own seats on the plane. So you're looking at like 6,000 euros or 7,000 US dollars for us to travel, even quite short distances. So it's pricey to travel. And when you're living on a below average income, that is pretty much impossible to afford. And at the same time, a lot of things have stayed quite similar. So I would say our focus in general in life of staying healthy, choosing quality foods, not cutting corners in terms of reducing costs in buying organic food when we have the option for that, which in Norway is not that often, is not that much organic food here compared to a lot of places like Spain. But we do not cut any costs in.
And to think she's younger than you.
She's actually younger than me? Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, quitting veganism really improved their health, didn't it? Thanks for
our children's health in terms of diet and that kind of stuff. So we're still spending almost all of our money, our income. I'm guessing like 80% of it goes towards food, actually.
A lot of food and gas for the car.
Yeah.
Food mainly, because we don't really go shopping for other stuff.
No. As you can tell, Catherine's been wearing the same clothes for 10 years now. And this as well.
I haven't prioritized buying clothes for myself.
Yeah,
That's true.
and I haven't cut my hair in years as well because it's too expensive. No, I'm joking. Catherine actually, Catherine started getting very good at cutting my hair, but I'm going for a new look right now. So there are things we have to be very, very aware and conscious about in terms of spending compared to before. Before, we used to buy anything, we never looked at the price of anything, whether it's expensive camera equipment, expensive trips, holidays, 5-star hotels, villas, Airbnbs, all kinds of stuff. We didn't even, think too much about the price. But now we have to, really make sure that we don't go over budget. And so there are many things that we can't really purchase, and at the same time, most of those things are not really needs. It's just like things that you would buy just because you have the extra money to do so. It's not an essential part of life. A new accessory, a new watch, a new phone case, the newest iPhone, etc. Those things are not really needs. They're just material wants and desires that most of us humans have, as we're brought up and taught to appreciate these things and value these things above the most important things, which both in Norway and most places in the West at this point have 2 incomes per household.
Dodo $22. John Venus is balding too. That's why he is growing his hair long, I think. But you can see his hairline is massively recessed, and he has some dirt in his hair. Both of them are so dirty and unclean and gross, and they probably smell bad. I can't believe you met him before. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like he's losing hair.
Which obviously helps boost the average income in the household. We choose to only have one income or one person working, which is me.
Yeah.
I'm doing all the work, and you are doing all the work that
At
is,
home. Yeah.
raising children, cooking, housekeeping. Not that I don't do any of that at all, but that's your main focus. It's not really a job, it's not work, it's just...
And we do that because that's like one of our biggest values.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. She looks like somebody over 40. Like, I would have guessed at least 40. And she's younger than me.
Just staying home with our kids and spending...
Yeah.
You know what? I've met a lot of vegans at, like, food festivals and shit. And even junk food vegans, like people who just eat whatever, like vegan ice cream, pizza, donuts and shit, they still look young for their age. Like, I think there's something to avoiding animal products in general and just choosing vegan options that still confers like a benefit. Even junk food vegans, they tend to have like much better, healthier looking skin compared to like an equivalent, meat eater.
Time with them
Yeah.
instead of sending them to daycare. And to do that, we have to live simply.
We choose to live, a more traditional, more old-fashioned lifestyle where Catherine's home, and that's her wish. It's not because I'm a misogynist or something, but it is better, like, because she wants to do it. I feel like, that's the right thing to do by our kids as well. Not that it's wrong to send your kids to daycare or anything like that, but if we have the choice, and that is what Catherine wants, that's what the kids want, that's what I want, we obviously want to opt for that, and I'm doing everything I can to make that a reality, make that a possibility by working jobs that I normally wouldn't work to make that happen, and making sure that we don't need to sacrifice our biggest values in life because of financial strain. So rather than sending them off to daycare and being on 2 jobs, 2 incomes, Catherine has to start working just so we can have more holidays, vacation.
Just imagine if this guy would have put a little more effort into his YouTube channel, stayed vegan, and just kept doing the online coaching. He could have had the kids he has now, but have more money and have more resources to put into his children, and also have luxuries to enjoy life. But like, again, these people are just fucking retarded.
There's more clothes,
He
etc.
probably would have aged slower too. Same with his wife. Guarantee you, if we had a what if machine, they'd have less wrinkles.
We choose to sacrifice those things that are not really sacrifices, and then we're able to spend a lot more time with the kids, raise them in the way that we see is correct, and not outsource everything to the schools, etc., and just live the way that we want to. And of course, we would love to make more money, and we will be making more money, or I will. But it's not been the reality in the past couple of years, or quite a long time actually at this point, probably like four years. We've just been reproducing, having more kids, and especially when the kids are so young and we've had that.
Yes, I've been making less money. So because I've been making less money, I've decided to have more children so that I'll have even less money. I'm smart. Bro, when somebody uploads this stupid shit to a YouTube channel, they should be forcibly fucking sterilized.
Them very tightly after each other. It's felt for me as well that hasn't been a time to go for a business venture or to try to make a lot more money and sacrifice those amazing first years of life of every child. But at the same time, we do want more abundance.
Yeah.
Catherine wants to travel a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. That's something that I miss.
Yeah,
I miss
Catherine misses
traveling.
that. She has more of a need than me on that side. I do love traveling as well, but maybe because I grew up traveling nonstop, I don't have that as much of a need. But the freedom in general, right?
Yeah,
Like,
just freedom in general,
yeah.
being able to travel somewhere if we want to, whenever we want to.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, so that's obviously something that we will work towards and are working towards. And in the meantime, the most important thing is to appreciate life the way and at the stage you're in right now. And sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes we really notice the financial strain or the limitations of our current situation, and it can get frustrating sometimes.
I feel like that happens more often because here in Norway sometimes the weather is really bad for long periods of time.
Yeah.
So you stay indoors for more, so you stay more indoors, and the more you stay indoors, the more depressing it is, I think.
How does she have like that terrible The amount of wrinkles, like she's younger than me. Like the amount of crow's feet and wrinkles just all across her face. I don't understand how her skin could have aged that rapidly when she lives in fucking Norway and they have very long winters and they don't get as much UV light exposure. Like, just how? Like, what are they doing? Like, you usually see, like, this sort of wrinkling in the skin when somebody's out in the sun all the fucking time. But they live in fucking Norway. Like, how? Do they go, like, do they suntan in, like, one of those tanning booths?
And then you start, like, thinking that you want to go somewhere or travel or do things. And then you feel limited and then, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But if you just go out, then it always feels better.
Yeah, if you just immerse yourself in what's most important, which is love, being in each other's presence, and enjoying.
Well, they're nice and retarded.